Welcome back to the Take a Sip podcast. My name's Tito.
And surprisingly, I'm still Leche.
Oh my God, you would have a sunflower in your mouth right now.
Man, we gotta change it up sometime.
Oh my God. That was not changing it up. That was just an extra long pause.
Yeah, man, I know.
All right, well,
extra second, bro.
Well, with those sunflowers, what are you dripping? What are you sipping on?
I'm drinking a lemonade.
Lemonade?
Yeah.
All right. And I'm just sticking with a Bud Light.
Bud Light, hell yeah.
Regular old Bud Light.
Yeah, I've been trying to chill with the beers, from last time that we spoke.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't want to make a mixed drink or anything right now, especially it being,
Yeah, I get it.
So, yeah, man. Some good stories, bro.
So this week we actually... Huh?
I said interesting stories this week.
Yeah, we actually have some very good stories. I mean, for us, they are. Hopefully, you guys find it the same way. To start it off, this news was just announced, and Leche is super excited for it. I'm kind of excited for it, but obviously Leche more than myself.
I want to save it for the end, but I mean, if you want to do it from the get-go, yeah.
Oh, if you want to save it for the end, then we can save it for the end. But
no, it's okay. You already put it out there.
No. Now they have to wait. Now they have to
pants are down already.
Right, you know what? So no. So we're gonna switch it up.
All right, pants are coming back up.
Pants are down, but underwear's still on.
Fuck. All right.
Just a little tease. The little tease.
Fucking.
All right, so we'll save that news for that. All right, so we'll move on or restart and rewind. So if you're obviously Aliens has been a game that's been out for a while. It's I saw that.
All right.
I mean, after Aliens came out, there was a few DLCs and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But now, obviously, the game is still popping. People are still going back and replaying it, figuring out little hidden gems here and there. But just recently, I don't know if it's already out or if it's in its alpha and or beta.
I think it might be in its alpha beta state right now. I think it's still like they're testing it out and stuff like that.
Right. So, but it is called Aliens Fireteam Elite. Obviously, title speaks for itself. You're going against the aliens from the game Aliens, and you are now going to be able to be in a fire team of, I believe, up to 4 players.
It looks like 4, yeah. I don't think it's more than that.
And obviously you have your healer type of character, your main DPS or someone who deals more the damage, and a tank type of character, depending on like loadouts and stuff. But you're able to team up with other players and pretty much just do like small missions of making your way through the ship and fighting off these hordes of aliens, and sometimes I believe even some of the drones that are in the game pop up occasionally.
Yeah. I think people are like kind of listing it as like almost, I don't know if you ever played Tito or seen gameplay of Left 4 Dead. It's almost that type of game style pretty much. So it's like a horde mode, make it from point A to point B without dying or something like that, type of game. So, I mean, that's pretty interesting. That's pretty cool, especially in this type of universe where there's like a lot of like interesting xenomorphs and then other, sentient beings as well. Because not only are there like aliens, of course, because they could introduce other species pretty much into this gameplay if they wanted in this game, but it's mainly alien because it's an alien game, right? So
yeah,
we'll see different types of xenomorphs and shit like that. So,
and it's funny you mentioned Left 4 Dead, because there are even still like the spitter alien that's throwing out this acid pools. You have the main tank type of alien that just rushes you and try to just throw you around, and then your basic ones that are just running at you, trying to just distract you from the mini bosses around you, just trying to get you down. So yeah, that's there has been some gameplay already out there from like YouTubers and stuff. It is very funny, obviously, trying to not customize, adjust your brain from being the regular zombie horde, zombie do this, zombie do that, to an alien type of game. The only time we really got an aliens type of this was Call of Duty, when I think it was Ghosts, where they switched it up from zombies to aliens.
Yeah. I always found that weird, but I'm like, I mean, they're trying to get into that. They're trying not to like isolate those individual that likes those type of games. I mean, like the like zombies, like me, for example. I mean, I still played it, but it wasn't the same. You know, it didn't capture that same pizzazz as freaking zombies do. You know.
Definitely, and
but for people who are like interested in this game, I believe it even comes out next month already too.
I think
by the looks of this, it's gonna be hitting Steam, PlayStation 4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series S and X on August 24th for $40, which isn't that bad. It's kind of a lower price for a game like that, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, 100
price point. Give it a shot for people who want it for sure.
And since you mentioned Xbox Series S, there has been, specifically for the Xbox Series S, because it is the much smaller console of the two. If you don't own one, it is like where your main power button is. From that to the other side, it is slightly thicker of a base.
Yeah.
But besides that, like its length and width are pretty much about the same dimensions of a laptop. It's pretty much 2 to 3 laptops stacked on top of each other to make a series, like a Series S.
Bulky work laptops and shit. Where they weigh like 5 pounds for each, like a brick.
And just recently, there is an attachment that is planned to come out for the Series X, where you can literally clip on a mini screen, and it pretty much turns your Series S into a cool gaming laptop. Obviously, you don't have your main keyboard. Like, your keyboard is your main controller, but it's pretty much what it is. Like, you just need an outlet, put the Series S on your lap and with the screen, and there you go, a gaming laptop.
If you think about it, it's good to be portable too, because that Series S is pretty small.
100, yeah.
So it could be pretty interesting to see like portable capabilities, you know, same as a laptop pretty much. And see, like, I feel like there's people are gonna make memes about this and like take it to stupid locations that I can already tell. But at the same time, it will be funny to see it. But definitely, that's pretty cool. No lie.
Okay, but you see now, like, seeing this compared to all those images and all those memes of like the guys that are at a train station with a full flat screen TV and their PlayStation or Xbox and are just waiting for the train and they're just playing there, like, that's overdone. This would at least make a little bit more sense. You got me? Like, all you really need now is just the power cord plug-in. You can set a Wi-Fi hotspot with your phone. Boom, there you go. Like,
yeah, literally.
And it's less work than carrying around a 40-inch flat screen TV and then the PlayStation and now the power cords and the HDMI cord.
Yeah, dude. Screw the Switch, bro. Just buy Series S with the X screen attachment. There you go. Can't be like that either, I know. It'll be funny though. It would be hilarious though. Oh.
See, like, it's so cool, and I get what they're trying to do and all these accessories and stuff. Screw the accessories. Where are the extra Series X's and Series S's that everybody else needs?
Yeah, where are the actual consoles, bro?
Where are the actual consoles?
That's what we need.
We are already 7 months into 2021 and there are still no more consoles. I call bullshit.
Yeah, bro. All the workers are getting them first. And then reselling them for like thousands of bucks.
Like looking now, there have been plenty of Nintendo Switches. And now they're coming out with the Switch OLED.
Garbage.
The Switch LOL, because at this point it's just laughable.
Yeah.
It's just laughable at this point.
Feels bad, but at the same time, I mean, they did it to themselves.
Yeah, and then we have all this news on like games and what's to look forward to on the new generation consoles and all this stuff, and it's like, cool. I want to play it. Just give me a damn console to play it on. Because at this point, it's literally just getting annoying, sad, and aggravating. Like, just pour salt on the wound at this point.
Or maybe we just suck at looking at them, right? Looking for them too.
Well, there's that.
There's that. There's that too.
But we also have our reasons to not be looking at. I mean,
yeah, I'm okay. I don't need a console. I'm okay.
We're adults.
Okay, man.
Speaking of being adults, Space Jam.
Yeah, that's not adulting at all, bro.
Yeah, I mean, compared to what the Space Jam from our childhood.
Yeah. Still think that's a classic. We shall see. Obviously. We should see where this one stands.
So,
where that one stands in next time.
So if you have not watched Space Jam: A New Legacy,
like we haven't,
but even from trailers and commercials, and even just looking at a lot of reviews, sad to say, it's definitely not so much worth it. Space Jam was literally the remake was just so much of like they were just trying to bring the nostalgia back that they forgot to actually make it good, for lack of better words.
Yeah, they were hoping just the name Space Jam will hype people up to come and see it.
Yeah,
I think that's what they try to do.
Yeah,
they didn't even care what was in the movie at that point. They're like, Space Jam, it's Space Jam. People are gonna come, type of answer. Like, no, dude. Like, you gotta put some body into that fucking movie, bro.
Oh yeah.
So,
I mean, look at even Pokemon movies. Pokemon movies, they seem to be a little repetitive. Oh, they're in this cool new city. Oh, one of these legendary Pokemons needs help, so they team up with the legendary Pokemon. Other Pokemon end up becoming bad, attacking the city. Now they have to protect the city, stop the bad Pokemon, save the good Pokemon, and like all of that is done with the mystical Noop one that they became friends with at the beginning of the movie, who either sacrifices their life or has to run away to save everybody else. But it's actually still good with the new Pokemon. You get me? Like,
yeah, I mean,
like it's very. Give me 1 second.
Well, based on Space Jam, they're making a game. That's the whole point. We'll try to get to. So this is interesting. This is coming straight from Xbox themselves. They're introducing Space Jam a new legacy game and 3 exclusive Xbox wireless controllers based off the movie, which is really interesting. Looking at these like screenshots of the game, I mean, of course it's gonna be cartoony and whatever, quirky looking and stuff like that.
2D looks like pixel art.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a little bit 8-bit. I mean, it is 8-bit, technically speaking. It doesn't look bad, but it looks like a fucking old classic Game Boy game. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I think they just made this game just to try to sell for kids, of course, just to capitalize as much as they possibly can.
Yeah, I mean, well, the game's already out. It's not that it's coming out. The game is already out.
Yeah. Sure.
But, I mean, where's the hype for the game that should have everybody's attention.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not like, there. I wonder why. Like
it like slid under the rug. They're like, we'll just, put it out there with no trailer, no nothing, because I didn't hear nothing about this like that.
And like you said, even looking at like the images, like I get what Looney Tunes is. Looney Tunes is very bright colors, very almost pastel like colors. But seeing like the images, it doesn't look good. Like in some areas, like enemies should be slightly darker. Some areas need to be like the color palettes just seem weird and like in all sorts of directions.
Bright, right? Yeah, too many blues blending in.
Yeah,
but that could be just this picture, like the pictures they showed us. Who knows? But
But even still, like imagine like some of these images. Remember when it comes to like 8-bit type of games, like if that's the background, like that's the same background throughout the entire level. You get me? And I'm doubting all these images are from the same level. Like these have to be at least 6 different levels. You get me, to like get different characters and like showing like what you might be going through, enemies wise, boss wise, mission wise.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like I feel like they could have done so much better with Space Jam. Yes, I like the only reason we spoke about the shoes and the controller from last week was because it actually looked good. It actually, for a nostalgia factor, it was actually fun. You get me? But the game wise and movie wise, it looked more like a flop. I
don't think it's like they needed a game for this movie. I don't think so. There's certain movies that you probably could make into a game, or vice versa. Just like the Resident Evil shit.
Yeah,
like it started out as a game, and then they made him into a movie series, whatever. So, and it kind of worked out because technically speaking, it is, I think, $1 billion franchise. Though I'm not saying billions of dollar franchise. I'm talking about like singular billion.
Looney Tunes specifically.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just.
Why? We didn't need this. I'll say it.
See, if they were turning it more like how we talked about Nickelodeon's All-Star Brawl last week.
Yeah.
How if they would have turned it to a Mario Party like spoof type of game, it would have been better.
Mm-hmm.
If they turned this into almost like
this is a full-fledged
game. What's the basketball game? The NBA 2015 or whatever? 2K? Is that the game?
It's 2K.
2K, whatever. 2K15, 16 or whatever. If they turned it more like a spoof type of game like that, I think it would have sounded a little bit more interesting. Obviously, including like, yes, you'll have your main Looney Tunes that were part of the Space Jam.
What I find funny though, if this game doesn't include any mini games or game of playing basketball, like at any sort of time within this, like the game, then what's the point? Because it's not even based off the whole purpose of freaking Space Jam was the whole, playing the basketball and like saving whatever.
Yeah,
they were saving whatever they were saving this time. So
it doesn't look like that. It just looked like the most that they had
like a fighting game
to it was.
It looks like a fighting game.
Yeah, besides like the team jerseys and outfits and stuff.
Yeah.
There's like one metal or gray basketball there, but then
LeBron James is probably happy as fuck though this game got made. He's probably like, shit, this looks legit. I would be legit too, yo. I'll be psyched out if I was in a fucking video game, 8-bit or not, bro. Like, holy crap. Like, that's me in the game. Type of situation. He's probably one happy dude, bro. Some fucking mighty paycheck.
Oh, speaking, I didn't put this article in there into what we're going to talk about, but I just remembered it. Sorry to cut you off, but I kind of want to also move on from this game because I definitely don't think it's worth our time as much as we already put into it.
Yeah.
But you saying that reminded me. So Stadia, they are trying to do almost like a rebranding type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you mentioned last week, I think it was last week, like, where the hell did they go? Like, what happened to them? I think the last thing we talked about them was like that one director guy who went on Twitter and said some stuff, and then the rest of the team was like, yeah, we don't agree with any of this.
We're not with him.
We're not with
him. Type of situation, yeah.
So they are doing like some sort of rebranding type of stuff, even looking back into like payment history or whatever. But the weird thing is that the way they're trying to get in contact with some developers over getting paid, obviously, for holding the games and allowing other people to play the games through Stadia, some of them were agreeing to do a pay by... Now, I might be butchering the words. Was a pay by login type of payment. You get me? Not a pay by time. So that's the thing, though. It's like within 15 hours, I forget who said it like this. Within 15 hours, if I log in once, they get paid once, not between the 15 hours that I played. But now if I log in one time every hour for 15 hours, then they get paid 15 times. You got me? So really, which one sounds more...
The number of times you log in.
No.
Appealing?
Like,
the developer or Stadia? The people
the developers. Stadia. The developers. Like, which one would you accept to be getting paid by? Per login or per time? I don't know about you, but I would rather get paid by the time. You get me?
By the time? If the person, how many times they log in?
No, by how long they're playing.
Oh, for how long they're playing. Oh, yeah. I would prefer that.
Yeah, not by
but that's
how many
the thing,
times
though, right? You have to get it. You have to make a good game for a guy to actually play. Fucking 6 hours straight of a fucking game.
Well, how long do we play Destiny, and how many times do we have to walk away, and then we have to turn off our Xbox, but then we come back and log on to our Xbox and then play another 6 hours straight.
That is 6 hours straight. No matter what.
And a lot of these developers, like, were just like, we'll just do it by the login. Like, it makes no sense. And I mean,
unless they're having trouble logging, then you're Gucci.
Yeah, I mean, Stadia is just trying to do like a whole rebranding type of thing, trying to come back into the light, especially after the news of Netflix. Last we spoke about it, it was just a rumor. It was just a rumor with that one developer that we spoke about. But apparently just recently, I forget if it was today or even yesterday, they fully came out saying, yes, this is what we're doing.
Someone probably leaked it, fucking assholes.
Probably, but Netflix fully came out now saying, yes, they are going to get into the gaming type of stuff. They did confirm also that it was just starting with small things to get an idea on like how to like get the momentum, seeing what things are working, what things aren't, how can they get bigger games, obviously. So it might just start with like small, simple games, as in like almost mobile type of games. And then, I mean, they're obviously going to work their way up.
Well, we shall see. Right?
I know. It's exciting. I mean, seeing Netflix.
For Netflix, yeah.
And I mean, probably Hulu's going to be following right after.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Netflix does have to make plays, but I think they're losing money, I think, right now.
I mean, the world's opening up again. Huh? I mean, the world's opening up again.
No, I'm going to do it. Even when the pandemic was happening, supposedly they were losing money still.
But during the pandemic was when they got the most people because everybody was locked in. We just read it last week.
No surprise. Yeah, the biggest that they had in a while, they said. But now that I was reading today, literally from last year straight up this quarter that they've had, they lost, I believe, over 500,000 like users.
Yeah.
And that caused a lot of issues on their end and stuff like that. I was reading today.
It's just hard too, because yes, they do have, like we mentioned, the packs of like just one person, 2 people, 3 people.
Not only that,
screens, when it could just be
the biggest thing that they throw out there is the launch of all these other streaming sites at the same time during the pandemic, or a little bit before the pandemic they launched.
Yeah.
So they were investing time, like though that's where all the people went into, like, you know, and if you think about it too, Netflix, there's no kid safety, there's no kid shows or anything like that on that.
Yes, there is. There's a whole kids section,
but not as, you know, huge as fucking like Disney Plus does or Hulu does. Hulu has a bigger catalog for kid shows compared to Netflix.
True. I mean,
way bigger.
Yeah, there's just a lot, because remember now, obviously besides Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus, like what we're also used to, now there's Paramount Plus, there was HBO Max,
there's Discovery Plus, there's like Discovery so much Plus, shit.
There's like all these things coming out now. Yeah.
And all these other
Discovery Plus. Discovery has been on top of the game for a good while. I'm surprised it took them this long to do something like this as well.
And they have some good networks under them.
Mm-hmm.
Like create something huge. Good thing they did, honestly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and then just another little side note. I know I didn't mention this to you as well. So Warframe. Warframe's actually been another game that's been out there for a while, still doing great, still hitting high numbers for a game. So news also came out that they're getting another expansion. If you play Warframe, you are going to get another little bit more of lore, I believe. When you do start this new chapter, you don't instantly start as your character. I know you play as a few others, some of them being some of the enemies that you are fighting against, and then you'll eventually transition back to your main character.
Mm-hmm.
And along with all of this, they also just announced that it's going to be becoming cross-play, cross-save, and even including expanding to mobile as well. So it makes sense for a game that is very daily based, from what I've seen, like daily logins type of stuff or whatever. So making it mobile is very helpful for people who aren't always stationary.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big move for them.
So definitely happy for Warframe. I mean, I don't play it. We don't play it, but it is a very cool concept of being space ninjas instead of like space wizard tank hunter type of thing.
So you don't know that much about that game? It's a looter shooter, just like Destiny.
No, so that's why when it first came out, I did look into it because I was like, oh, it's another Destiny type of game. Didn't catch my attention as much as Destiny did, obviously, and I did so
play it a little bit too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
and already,
but I didn't. It didn't catch me either like that.
There's that, and then
I'm not saying it's a bad game at all. Mm-hmm. It is really fucking good stuff.
Oh yeah, beautiful graphics and worlds that they've created as well. Like it's a great game. But also, there's just the thing from when being so invested in one game and then having to pick up another game.
I feel that.
Like, it would eventually become difficult. You get me? Like, I don't want to say it like this. This is going to come off a little harsh, but thank God Anthem crashed and burned.
Wow, dude.
But
that one guy that plays that game is offended.
I'm sorry.
Only
but
that one guy.
Time, listen, you know this. I was very excited for Anthem.
We were all excited for Anthem.
We were all excited for Anthem.
Like, you weren't the only one, bro. A lot of us were.
But
the hype was there.
The hype was so there. But then, like, if you think about it now, it's like, all right, now I'm gonna sit down and play my Xbox or get on PC. What do I boot up? Anthem or Destiny? You get me? Like sitting down and having to make that decision, and then which do I spend my days and hours playing now? Or a game I've already invested 3-4 plus years into, that we've literally grown emotional to some of these characters. Cade, rest in peace, shed a tear the same way for like, let's say, Neji and Minato and freaking Jiraiya Sensei. Like,
or Mufasa.
Mufasa still hits a no.
Hey, chill. People don't know yet.
Spoilers, sorry. Almost 14 years later? 13, 12 years later? I think it's more, right? Hold on.
Is Lion King?
Right. What's my math?
Me?
Lion King was 95, no?
95, bro.
Oh, 26 years. That's
like, what the fuck? You said 50.
That's what I said. Maths. Quick maths. Oh, gosh. So to follow that mayhem of a train that I just led us through, I apologize.
Some side news.
Some side news. Well, not really side news. I mean,
it's good news, honestly. Most of that
100%.
One was like, oh, they're gonna continue fuck themselves news, and then this was actually good news. So and leading to some other good news.
Yeah.
Two good news. Oh shit! Wait a minute.
Two. Well, I mean, the one right now.
They're both fantastic news in my opinion.
Really are. So, just a couple of episodes back, we mentioned that some of our favorite YouTubers that we watch were coming out with or were making like a pilot to a show that they were making, an animated show. It's called Alpha Betas. Mm-hmm. And they came out recently with a Kickstarter. Yeah. To crowdfund money so that they have their creational freedom on how they want to take care of the show and lead the show and all that stuff. And the reason, and I completely understand this, the reason they stuck with crowdfunding was obviously you raise the money yourself to be able to pay the people you want on how you want things done.
Yeah. So like the biggest thing that they said was like about they didn't want like these big corporations to have like their agenda and put out something that they're themselves, like the people voice acting and all the workers and the writers are not happy about, but are forced to send it out because, you know, they have a contractual obligation with that said, you know, company, studio, whatever it is. Yeah.
Especially so with animation, like with animation, it takes so much more work and so much more dedication than like a live type of show. Mm-hmm. So just on the 20th, July 20th, they started up their Kickstarter. It's still up. It is still up for, as of the time of this recording, for 28 more days. And they set a goal of $750,000. That was just like the minimum to be able to get a couple of episodes done, be able to pay the animators, editors, the people who do like the voice recordings and stuff, and just like the whole out concept of the show. Yeah. As of the time of this recording, July 22nd, they already surpassed their goal.
Yeah, people really want to see this.
Yeah, and I mean, if I wasn't so broke at the moment, I would honestly donate some myself. Like, you could go and watch the first pilot episode. I believe it's on Vanoss, the Terrorizer.
Yeah, Vanoss Gaming, Wildcat, basically I Do Works channel, and the Terrorizer, the Gaming Terrorizer.
The Gaming Terrorizer. They all should have the main episode on their YouTubes. If not, I know for sure the Vanos Gaming 100% still has it up. It's pretty much just, to summarize it, it's the way the world is getting its electricity done, because they did run out of fossil fuels or whatever. Their way of getting electricity now is because of gamers. So the more gamers play, the more electricity the world has. That is pretty much the whole concept and basis of the show.
Which is pretty cool.
which is funny. Like,
which is funny.
They're making a show as gamers for gamers because of gamers.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Because I mean, how many shows of gamers do you really know?
None.
Exactly. So it's fun to see something like this. Like, you got me, and considering all four of them have completely different backgrounds, different histories, and all that stuff, it's funny seeing what each of them bring to the table.
Yeah.
Because pretty much the main characters, all four of the main characters, are an aspect of their real life selves. So that's the
a little bit. Except for Vanos, a little bit.
Well, obviously.
I mean, it's him.
It's him. Because he's the most, quote unquote, famous of all of them. He has the bigger channel out of all of them. So he, by default, is declared the leader of all of them.
Yeah, by default.
By default. So if you do want to go back up this project and donate, I definitely recommend. I mean, I don't know what else to add to this. What do you?
No, I mean, I mean, if you feel like if you watch the pilot and you want to see anything more than that, I mean, if you want, just go and support them in their endeavors, because I think they have some other companies backing them out. Their main company that they deal with is called 3D Black Dot, and I believe I watched this video, their Kickstarter video, and they said that company would match every dollar up to that $750,000 mark. That means the total, they'll have 1 million, 1.5 mil for them to actually do a couple of episodes of this. So the more I think people pledge and stuff, the more money they have to back them up, the more episodes or the lengthier the episodes will be for people. So yeah, I mean, go and support them if you would definitely want to keep seeing it.
Yeah, and I mean, if you go to their page, they do a whole, obviously there's a description of it, you got me? They went above and beyond doing this on why they are crowdfunding, what do you get as almost like a payback type of thing besides the show, which pretty much is it. They give an explanation on why they're doing it and how much it actually takes to make an animation, and all these other stuff. Even they have people who are involved. So Bush House, which is the main four of them as creators, this is their house to say on their creative ideas, and their perspective. They have Starburns, which are creators, I want to say, animators of the Rick and Morty show, which is a super hilarious, super fun show to watch if you haven't watched it. Chris Bruno and David Howard Lee, talented writers and showrunners, and even 3 Black Dot, which I mean, they have other games and shows that they have been with, Queen and Slim, Gaming Wild Black, and I Am Number 4, to name a few. Mm-hmm. And they have just all these other statistics and I mean, just a whole lot of information, which I definitely recommend to go in and take a look. And if you can, obviously donate. Now, Leche, the floor is yours.
The biggest news.
Pull down the underwear that has been up since the beginning of the show.
Yeah, dude. This is probably the biggest news that I've heard. Almost brought tears to my eyes because I thought it was fake. I thought someone was playing with my emotions, bro. I was about to get all teary-eyed and shit. And then I saw it was real. Then I actually got teary-eyed.
Stupid.
They are remaking Dead Space, the OG Dead Space. Not only are they remaking it, they're rebuilding it from the fucking ground up. And only bringing it to current gen. That means new gen, like Xbox. Xbox Series and PS5 and PC. They're not bringing the old gen, so it's gonna be made and for the new stuff, which is fucking hyped up because that means the game's gonna look fucking gorgeous.
Oh, 100%.
Fucking awesome, dude. Oh man, I've been waiting for this, bro. I've been waiting for this.
I know you did when you posted that in our Discord where we keep all of our information together. Like when I read it, I was like literally like pissed his pants crying probably because I knew you were gonna be super excited about it.
And then fucking Andre too. He's like, "Yo," I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I saw it." Yeah.
I definitely recommend go watching the trailer. That is definitely it's only a minute long, but
it's a fucking dick tease of a trailer though.
But like if you like don't read Dead Space at the beginning of it and you're just watching, you're like, oh, it's another alien type of game. You get me? And then as it does the zoom up from the boots of the main character slowly up his back, and you see his life gauge and his air tube slowly just come back up and refill.
And that sound
so satisfying.
I'm like, oh my god, bro. Yes.
Speak of nostalgia, that was
fucking nostalgic.
I did not finish. Well, first of all, Dead Space.
I wasn't expecting this.
The first Dead Space is the most scary of them all. So scary that I'm pretty sure I did not even complete the first 20% of the game from how terrifying it was. And to this day, it still taunts me when I go back and like look at my game score on my Xbox or whatever. And it's just sitting there, untouched, unplayed, for God knows how long at this point.
There's me then. Not only fucking plays it once, but has to play it in the hardest difficulties multiple time over.
And you have it pretty close to completed gamer score, right?
On it, yeah. I'm only missing especially on the Xbox, I'm missing a few. Almost got 100% on Dead Space 2. And I think I'm missing 1 for Dead Space 1. I'm missing 4 for Dead Space 2. And I'm missing a couple, like a handful on Dead Space 3. Because that one's a little bit tougher to get stuff done. There's a lot of co-op shit you got to get done.
And the fact that they're remaking it on new gen, and it's the scariest one, there's going to be so much more.
Oh, it's going to be so much bloody and gorier. Oh, it's going to be like the remake of fucking Doom. It's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fucking Doom 2016 over again. But hell yeah, bro. It's like Doom and fucking Resident Evil combined, bro.
Yeah. And as of right now, they're only doing the first Dead Space, most likely to see how it hits the public, what's coming up with it, and once it's actually out, getting feedback on it before they even make a decision of moving forward with remaking 2 and 3.
Oh, dude. I've been waiting for this for 8 years.
I remember every time they would mention something or rumors would pop out, you would always mention it. You were always so happy to hear something about it. And then it was like, rumors are fake, not real, just
for people to comprehend like how important this game is to me. This is probably one of the first video games I got on my Xbox 360. So this is one of those games that really does hit home from like a childhood perspective, because I played the original one back in 2008, like the original one. I think this is one of the first games that I actually bought that was new for myself, like with my own money and everything. So I was like ready to play it, and I played the living shit out of it.
Oh yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, because there was another space prison type of game that then Aliens obviously came on board. That was a game that was supposed to come out. I think it got canceled. And you were excited for that because you're like, oh, it at least is going to give me Dead Space vibes.
It didn't get canceled. It's still coming out. It's supposed to come. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Competitors.
It might come out at the same time. People are speculating too. Because if it does, bro, I'm playing both. It doesn't matter.
Well, now it's gonna be like, which is gonna be better?
Dead Space is gonna be first for me to play.
Oh,
there's no question. There's no question about it.
Oh god, that's gonna be interesting. Definitely to see numbers on both of those games.
Oh, I know.
And seeing what difference is, and if there's any like new, like let's say co-op type of things that they bring on forward or something like that.
I think this is gonna get like the whole Resident Evil 2 remake like treatment, pretty much. Because a lot of people are saying Resident Evil 2, the more recent one, got so much better, like because they changed not only the camera angles and stuff like that, but a lot of the gameplay changed. Like a lot of it, supposedly.
Oh, completely. Yeah.
So that's what I'm hoping this gets the same treatment. Because there was a few things that were buggy and like almost non-functional to call it, and then the first original Dead Space. So, and there was limitations back then, of course, on like they could only do certain corridors very tight and small, and like almost all the things were like the same shape and stuff like that. So for this new one, I definitely want to see more. Oh, the atmosphere is what drives this game, dude. The atmosphere and the music is what fucking drives Dead Space for sure, in my opinion.
Kind of like almost the BioShock remake.
Yeah, exactly.
Because everything was blotchy and very monochromatic. Then the remake literally just detailed everything out, and it looked beautiful.
I wouldn't mind if the original BioShock. I said Deadshot. BioShock got that treatment too, like the OG.
Got even another remake.
Yeah, but like this type of treatment, though, like new engine
remake,
like new engine and everything, like not just like we just put more color into it. We made the sky bluer type of shit. Like we actually put it through a new fucking engine. You can see fucking stars in space and shit,
How would you go about remaking BioShock so it's the same story but different? Kind of like what they're going to do with Dead Space.
Make it more realistic. The water graphics way better. No, like the water graphics way better. The guns more realistic, like actually have some heft to them. Because in the game BioShock, like, you see them when they shoot a shotgun, it goes straight up. But what if, like, if you shot a shotgun, not only does, like, it go slightly up, but it pushes you back, like, slightly, Like, they could add more depth into the game, in certain ways like that. And, of course, make it gorier because that's the fun stuff people like to see
it can't be BioShock without gore.
Yeah. That's like watching Saw movies without the gore. Where's the fun in that?
Spiral. I didn't even watch it. I'm just assuming. No, I'm pretty sure it's still gory because he's making like kills to get the attention of the cops. But besides that, do you have anything else you want to add, bring up, diss track about? No, nothing else.
Oh no, I'm good.
You thought I was just talking?
Yeah. Sorry.
All right then, Leche. Where can people find you?
People can find me at Leche Minuesa on Instagram, or you guys can follow my Twitch. And I will be streaming currently, or soon enough. I'll be streaming the Dead Space. I'm gonna try to go through the entire trilogy, pretty much that are currently from the first Dead Space to Dead Space 2, and hopefully maybe I could co-stream with my guy Outlaw and do Dead Space 3. So I'll definitely, you guys can follow me at that on TechnoFreak95 on twitch.tv on that end.
And then you guys can follow me at 1AlphaPenguin on both Instagram and on Twitch. Same thing, One Alpha Penguin. I'm slowly trying to get back into streaming. I've just been dealing with a lot of personal stuff. Maybe I'll try to get through Dead Space 1 completely this time. I'll try to stream that. And, excuse me, if I do make it through, then probably 2 and 3. And yeah, you guys can follow the Instagram at take a sip_pod on Instagram and youtube.com/takeasip. Obviously YouTube, and we need to get some gaming stuff done, bro. Like now that I have gonna start a new job and get money again, definitely find some co-op games that we can play to be able to play and upload.
Yeah, dude, honestly.
But besides that, drink some water, go for a walk, breathe some fresh air, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
See ya.